All right, so guys, let's see. The problem here says for the point 2516 and the second point 3019, let's find the distance and we're going to find the coordinates of the midpoint. Okay, so let's go ahead and find the distance. So the first thing I want to do here, y'all, is my distance formula is going to be written like this. It's x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared, okay? And so when we're thinking about our points, for the most part, the way we think about our points is every point has an x-coordinate and a y-coordinate. And so the x1 and x2, or the x1, y1 and the x2, y2 are basically the x-coordinates and the y-coordinates from the first and the second points, okay? So what we're going to do here, we're going to do a little plug and chug. So look where the x2 is. The x2 is the x-coordinate of the second point. So in that case, the x2 is going to be the number 30. So I'm going to write 30 minus x1 is the x-coordinate of the first point, which is 25 squared, plus, let's see, y2. Y2 is the y-coordinate of the second point, which is 19, minus 16 squared. Okay. All right, so now let's go ahead and, so we did the plug. Let's go ahead and chug along here. So 30 minus 25 is 5 squared. 19 minus 16 is 3 squared. So let's see. 5 squared is 25. 3 squared is 9. And 25 and 9 gives me 36. And the square root of 36, is just 6. So we found the distance between the 2 points just using the distance formula, okay? So now what I want to do is I want to do the same thing, but I'm going to find now the midpoint, okay? So let me write down my points again. So 25, 16, and 30, 19. Oops, wrong way. So, okay, so our first point was 25, 16, and 30, 19. I think those were my 2 points. Let's see. 25, 16, 30, 19. Yep, that's what we got. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the midpoint. So there is the midpoint formula, which is, it's going to say x1. And again, guys, I'm just pulling this from my notes, okay? So you don't have to worry about memorizing the formulas because you'll have a formula sheet. You can use your notes and all that kind of good stuff. But I'm just kind of doing this business right here. Okay, remember, here's my x1, here's my x2. So we're going to take 25 and 30, we're going to add them, divide by 2, and then here is our y1 and y2, those are those numbers there. So 16 and 19 over 2. Okay, so let's see, 25 and 30, that's 55 over 2. 16 and 19 should give me something like, 35 over 2. And you can just enter your answers in like this. I did this in one of my other classes, and we found out that if you want to go ahead and divide those numbers out, so like 55 divided by 2 is 22 and a half, so 22.5. 35 divided by 2 should be like 17.5. Either answer, I know in my math lab, or in my lab, it says to write it as either integers or fractions, but it was actually taking either one of those two. You know, which one do you want to enter in? And that's up to you. Anyway, y'all got any questions? Let me know. I'm happy to help.